Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. Whether you're in need of a website, domain or online store, make your next move with Squarespace. I think part of being someone that is creative and is making things all the time comes with this burden of procrastination. It just is hard to make good things all the time. So, in the hopes of boosting my productivity and my work rate and just being inspired constantly, I've come up with a little plan. So I've made a simple checklist which I'm trying to fulfill every week, and it's full of different things which I need to do to keep myself pushing, being creative, and moving forwards with my art forms. Marking something off a to-do list is inherently enjoyable. There is satisfaction in ticking something as done. You get a little rush of dopamine, and it's just a nice feeling. And completing a whole list is undeniably great. So putting all this into tick list format, I find, just kind of helps a little bit. So here's my list. Watch one thing that will inspire you. Make one thing. Read one thing that makes you question yourself or your work. Discover one new artist. Explore somewhere new and learn something new. So here's all the things which I checked off my list this week. Watch one thing that will inspire you. Warning, I'm not going to pronounce this name very well. I watched Beginning by D. Kolumbigashvili. Probably wrong. And this film is just shot so incredibly. There's so many beautiful scenes and it's shot on 35mm Academy film. It just looks amazing. It's like as if film photos were moving. There's a bunch of different frames which hold on for such a long amount of time, and it's just very like painterly and composed. It really reminds me of a modern Tarkovsky film. Definitely worth a watch, even just for the cinematography. Make one thing. This week, I've probably been the busiest I've been in quite a long time. I've been working on a debut project for a new design studio called Uncanny, which is myself and my friend Elliot making work outside of the normal work that I would make. I think this work has probably come out now by the time this video has gone live, so check out the pinned comment and I'll link you towards the Instagram or wherever the work has come out. It's pretty exciting to have this new identity to work under because it's giving me kind of freedom to make some stuff which I normally wouldn't under my own name, which is fun to just like experiment and try things, read one thing. And reading for me sometimes consists of words, most of the time consists of looking at photos in a physical format, but I think both are accepted. The thing I was reading this week was Gloam Towns, made by a couple of my friends, and it's a zine about like suburban Britain. It pairs with a collection of music they're releasing, and I think it's really cool. I think most of the images in this are actually shot on iPhone, and I think that's really interesting. I would never have thought to make a printed publication out of photos which I take on my phone, and to see it done like this actually kind of inspires me that you can make it look really good. You don't need to have like super high-res professional photos to make something that ends up looking really cool. It's just a testament showing that content and concept outweighs the like technical gear you've got. Discover one new artist. You know what? This week I've actually been so busy that I haven't been able to discover a new artist. I've been so busy deep within my own work that I haven't really had time to look at anything else. So I failed, but that's okay. Not everyone can complete everything every week, you know, you gotta be realistic, and everyone's human. But I thought there was a nice opportunity here. Leave me a comment. Tell me, have you discovered a new artist this week? Someone that's inspired your work? Leave that as a comment, and maybe next week, I'll find my new source of inspiration from you. And don't you dare leave a comment of your own name. You're not funny. Explore somewhere new. This week, I just went for a walk. I walked around some roads which I don't normally go down and just tried to explore some kind of local suburban areas. Maybe there was a photo hidden around the corner somewhere that I hadn't been yet. And I actually did come across a location which I think can be quite interesting for a photo. There's this cul-de-sac of houses with a green in front of it. And on one of the trees in the green is this very shoddy homemade basketball hoop attached to the tree. And I just think it's awesome. It looks really cool. It doesn't really do it justice with this footage taken on my phone. Because it's such a congested scene, I feel like it really needs a shallow depth of field to kind of isolate the hoop, otherwise it gets lost in the branches of the trees behind it. But I think there's definitely a photo in there somewhere, and it's probably something I'm going to come back to and shoot next week. I really like the idea of bringing a stepladder, standing on top of it, and taking a self-portrait of me dunking. Could be really stupid. Learn something new. I've been attempting to learn Touch Designer, which is a piece of editing software, I guess. It's like a generative video editing software. I think it's used primarily to kind of make performance art, and kind of stage visuals for electronic music seem to be big usages for it. But I just thought it'd be fun to try and learn a piece of software which is completely new and creates a completely different output to what I'm used to. It's all node-based, which is something I've never used before, and it's just nice to make yourself think in new ways. So what I've been doing is just going on YouTube, finding a tutorial to follow, trying to learn a little bit more. And I'm pretty sure if I do this once a week, twice a week, maybe once a day if I'm feeling a bit crazy, in no time I'm going to be decent at it. And hopefully I'll start to make some things which are actually good. And finally, I'd like to thank Squarespace again for sponsoring this video. Squarespace is an amazing all-in-one platform for building websites. Whether you want to purchase a web domain, start a new website for your photography portfolio or your business, or you want to start an online store or blog, Squarespace has you covered. It's really easy to build an amazing professional looking website, and you definitely don't need any prior web building experience to do so. There's an amazing variety of different themes to get you started, and if you do happen to come into any trouble, there's really amazing 24/7 customer support. There's also amazing tools built in. Say you're a photographer and you want to handle your appointment scheduling with clients. You can do this straight through Squarespace. Having a photography portfolio, in my opinion, is pretty essential. And I'm guessing if you're watching this video, you probably take photos yourself. If you want to show them off in the best way possible, having your own website, it's what you need. If you want to attract clients and show them your work all in one place, go and build yourself a lovely new website with Squarespace today. And what's great is you can get 10% off if you use the code negative feedback. So what are you waiting for? Go and do it. Thank you very much for watching. Please go follow Uncanny on Instagram. Thanks.